In this video, I'm gonna talk about everything secured, right? I'm gonna talk about secured loans. I'm gonna talk about secure certificate deposits. I'm gonna talk about secure credit cards. And the reason being is because the lifestyle that you truly want, you trying to secure it, right? Yeah, you trying to make sure that you secure. So in order to secure the future that you want, you may have to start off with a secure product. And I just want to explain how to navigate these products, right? Because I talk about them all the time, and then I'm like, dang, I happen to be on the phone with my cousin, and I'm explaining to him he should do a secure loan. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna save my money up so I could, then do the loan. No. You don't got to do that. You don't have to do that because here's the thing with a secured loan. When you get a secured loan, all you have to do is pay the loan back. And then when you pay the loan back, they give you the money back. So theoretically, you only got to make one payment. You only got to make one payment. I'm going to give you my example, right? I'm going to use myself as an example. I borrowed, basically, theoretically, I borrowed $20,000, right, per se. I took some money off my Discover card on a balance transfer, put it in my account. I put a couple dollars with it, and I went and got me a $25,000 secured loan, right? My payment is $441 a month. Now, this is for 5 years. I took out a 5-year loan, $441 a month. Now, the thing is about this $441, every time that I pay it, right? Because remember, they took my 25,000, they wrapped it in a rubber band and put it to the side. Then they gave me a new 25,000, and this is what they considered the loan. This is why my loan is secured, right? Now, every time I pay them, right? Every time I pay them $441 back to this side, they then release 441 from that side, right? So now next month, I can just use the 441 that they just released to me to pay here, and then they're gonna release a new 441. So theoretically, I only need $441 one time. I just need the one time, and they're gonna give me the money back, right? And it's gonna recycle. So now I could then take the $25,000 that I borrowed, right? Then I could pay the balance transfer money back. And then I could take my little change and put my change back the way it was at. And then we good. And I got a loan report and all off of $441. I'm gonna give you a different metaphor just in case that went over your head. If you borrow $1,000 and your payment is $60 a month, if your payment is $60 a month, you only theoretically got to pay that $60 one time, because every time you pay $60, they're going to release the $60 that you originally gave with your $1,000. So now the $1,000 that you gave them is now going to be $940. Then you just take that same $60 and pay them back next month. And then they're going to release another $60 to you. So realistically, to use a secure personal loan, only thing you need is enough money to make one payment. So you can borrow money just like I did. Go to whoever you can get money from, get you $25,000, right? If you linked up with Navy Federal, you can then go to Navy Federal, get you a pledge loan, which is a secured loan, and your payment is going to be $441 a month. You only need to keep that $441 out of the 25,000. That's all you need. And you're gonna be able to pay that loan off over the course of 6 years, but with the same $441. Because every time you pay it, they're gonna release it. Now, when we're dealing with secure credit cards, it's a little bit different. Let me get in my seat. I'm about to get in my bag. Now, when you're dealing with secure credit cards, it's a little bit different, because a secure credit card, they don't release your funds every time you make a payment, right? Your secure credit card, when you put your $1,000, they take your $1,000, they put it to the side, then they give you a credit card with $1,000 on it. Now, when you swipe that credit card and spend $1,000, the next billing cycle, you owe $1,000. Your $1,000 doesn't cover that. It's not the same as a secure personal loan. It's not the same. So because it's not the same, you now got to move a little differently, right? You got to make sure that you're using a card enough, because here's the key with secure credit cards. You want to make sure that you're using the card enough and paying it, right? So I would suggest you pay 80 to 90% back, right? So if you got $1,000 card, every month use 800, 900. When your bill populates the next cycle, pay the 800, 900, pay it back. And the reason being is because what's going to happen in either 3 or 6 months, They're going to give you your money back. Your secure credit card is no longer going to be secured. They're going to upgrade you to an unsecured card. Reason being is because you're showing and proving that you're a responsible individual, right? If you could borrow $900 from somebody and pay them back next month, that's responsible. Just think about it. If you loan somebody $900 and next month they paid you back, and then they ask you to borrow it again, and then the next month they paid you back again, you'd be like, yeah, this person's good. Like, yeah, they good. Give them a little bit more. Give them a little bit more leash. And that's the same way it goes. Now with certificate deposits, I'm not 100% sure. But I do think it works the same way personal loans work. And when I get my certificate deposit in the next coming week, I'm gonna make a video on it and I'll elaborate a little more. But I do think it's the same way. I think with your certificate deposit, it's the same way as a personal loan, where you put your $1,000 in, and every time you make a monthly payment, they release, right, your certificate back to you. That percentage, they release it back to you. Now, it's not an account for you to use, but it's going to be released to your certificate account. So that means that whatever percentage of interest that you were striving to get on this account, right? So if you got your certificate and you getting 5%, that means that every month that you make a payment, they're going to release some of the money back, and you're going to be able to start getting your interest off of that money that they release. That's what I think. I'm kind of hoping it's like that, right? Because if it is, what I'm about to go do is get me a certificate deposit, and I'm gonna get a CD loan against it, and then like the next month I'm gonna pay like 90% of it back because I still want my interest. I think I mentioned that before, but when I get it, I'm gonna let you know how it goes, because like I said, it's part of my credit journey. But these are the things that you gotta pay attention to when you're dealing with a secure personal loan, a secure credit card, and a secure certificate deposit, which we got a question mark after. But that secure personal loan, put all your money in, because the moment you make a payment, you're gonna get the money back. You already got the money, right? That's number one. Like you put in 10,000 and give you 10,000. You could literally go to your mom and say, "Mom," you'd be like, "Ma, let me hold 10,000. I'm about to put it in this account. In 24 to 72 hours, they're going to release the money back to me. When they release the money back to me, I'm going to give it back to you." Now, at that point, the only thing you got to worry about is next month, when you got to pay that minimum payment. It's not even minimum. It's going to be an average payment. It's going to be the same payment throughout the course of the loan. So when you got to pay that $200, what I say, you got 10,000? Yeah, you're going to have to pay like $200. When you pay $200, they're going to release 200. Now, at that point, you just let that sit in the account, and you call up the rep like, "Yo, hey, automatically take the 200 out of my account to pay." It's real simple. They're going to take the 200 out and pay next month, and then it's going to release da-da-da-da. And then I told you, with the credit cards, make sure you spend it. Make sure you spend. Don't get the credit card and not spend. You got to spend. You got to make it look like, "Yo, I need more. I need more. Like, I'm paying it back. I spend 900. Let me pay this 900 back because I know I'm about to turn around and spend 900 again in 10 days. Let me spend another 900. Now let me wait for the bill to come. Now when the bill comes, let me pay the bill the next day." Boom. They looking at you like, "Oh, he got his shit together." You know what I'm saying? So that's my take.